on my bar. Yeah, yeah. Ask me how I'm doing awesome. Yeah, yeah. Fake energy, that's why you lost him.
3,500, 4,500 entered, ceiling 6,000 broken.
San Jose ground, good morning. Cirrus 810 Romeo Tango at signature information Victor. Ready to pick up our IFR 2 Van Nuys.
Cirrus 810 Romeo Tango, San Jose ground and clearance cleared to the Van Nuys Airport. Beyond departure, fly runway heading, radar vectors, Simcoe, Victor 107, Avenel, Venice filed. Climb maintain 5,000, expect 9,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency on 121.3, squawk 6370.
Cirrus 810 Romeo Tango is cleared to the Van Nuys Airport via departure fly runway heading. Vectors to Wimco, Victor 107, Avenal, Dennis Val. Climb and maintain 5,000 initially, expect 9 and 10. Departures on 121.3, squawk 6370.
Cirrus 0 Romeo Tango, are we back correct?
Alright, 6370.
Runway 30 right, taxi Golf Yankee.
Welcome back to the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we're doing something a little bit different today. We're going back home. I usually do departure videos out of Van Nuys to a destination. Flew up here yesterday for a meeting, spent the night, and now we're flying back home. So this should be a good one. San Jose, Vinco, 107, Avenel, Schaefer, Linux 8 arrival into Van Nuys. We're at 9,000. We're given 5 initially. Put that in the box. I'm doing this here. I usually do this at the run-up, but I don't want to clog up the runway down there. We are at a pretty sizable Class Charlie airport. So the last thing we want to do is hold up the jets. So we'll do as much as we can here, and then we'll just do the run-up at short of the runway there. So that looks good. Let's go back to the scratch pack. Victor, India, November Charlie Oscar, Victor 107, Avenal. Then we followed Schaefer and the Linux 8 arrival into Van Nuys. So the flight plan looks good. 5,000 is in the box. 6370 is in the box. Tower is going to be on 124.0, which we already have there, and then the departure frequency on COM 1 standby is 121.3. So I like it, I like it, I like it. That looks good. Altimeters are set. These look aligned. We'll do a taxi check and make sure our instruments are doing what they're supposed to be doing, but that looks good for now. Cool. Landing lights on. Back for the checklist one last time. Flaps are up. Radios and avionics are set. Cabin heat. Yeah, we switched to fuel tanks already. That looks good. We'll do a do and verify on the taxi checklist as we get to the run-up. San Jose ground, Cirrus 810 Romeo Tango at signature with information Victor, ready to taxi. We will need a run-up.
Cirrus 810 Romeo Tango, San Jose ground, taxi via Victor Delta to the run-up area.
Victor Delta to the run-up area, 810 Romeo Tango. Alright, this out the way, brakes release, lights are on, right and left is clear. Let me swing this a little bit more to the way from the hangar there. Looks good. Looks good.
Ground, good morning, Southwest 539, push back gate 26 with Victor.
South 539, San Jose ground, good morning, push approved.
Push approved.
Clear, right, so clear. Weather cleared up a lot overnight and even into this morning. We had a storm pass through. Wasn't looking good for flying, even IFR. So we delayed our departure a bit. I was able to sleep in, so that's always good. But, and then it was looking nasty down at Van Nuys as well. So we waited for all of that to mostly get out of the way. By the time we get there, it should all be clear. Beyond that, we do have some icing considerations to contend with. Not as bad as they were forecasting or they were actually depicting earlier this morning, but we'll keep an eye on that stuff. We're at 9,000 for the route. The majority of the route is clear of the icing air mitt. It's only the initial departure out of here, and then as we get into Van Nuys, but again, that should clear up.
3902 on Juliet, going to gate 24.
If we need to request to lower, we will absolutely do so.
Southwest 3902. Ground Southwest 1883, ready for taxi with Victor.
So 1883, runway 30 right, taxi, Echo Yankee.
Yankee.
All right, we'll hold it here. Brakes on, checklist, do and verify. So that was good. HSI orientation, altitude, gyro, and turn coordinator was good. Doors closed, latch. Caps handle is available, pin removed, and verifying I see it. Seatbelts and shoulder harnesses are on. Air conditioning is good for now. Recirc is off. Fuel quantity, we're full all around. Full tank. It's good.
4123, 5 minutes to push.
Flaps 50. Equally, incrementally coming down on both sides. Autopilot, we'll do a check. Roll pitch autopilot enunciations as expected. See if we can overpower the servos here. Yep. Disconnects as expected. Make sure no runaway trim on the electronic trim. Looks good. And trim is set for takeoff. Transponder 6370. Let's just double check it. 6370 looks good. Common nav frequencies are set. We're on ground now. Tower and departure is up top. Looks good. We'll check the engine. Mixture, fuel pump. Slowly up to 2200. Turn these landing lights off. Let's do the alternator check first. We'll load up Alt 2. Yep, looks good. Come back down. Good enough drop. Air conditioning off, Alt 1. See the load decrease. Air conditioning back on. Load increase. 2 times left. EGTs, CHTs, rise and fall. Looking good. Back to both. No more than 150 here. 1 time left. Within range. CHTs and EGTs also look good. Back to both. I like what I'm seeing. And we'll idle this. Goes really well. Back to 1,000.
Flight 5028, contact tower 124.0.
Alright, fuel pump off, lean back to mixture. I'll go home, we'll do back to the checklist, mixture, and we'll do and verify that all looked good. Flight instruments, so 5,000. Runway heading is 306. Looks good, 2990. Trim is good, let's just double check flight controls. Left and right, looks good. Like what I'm seeing, free and correct. Gas messages, none. Besides parking brake, obviously. So, normal takeoff, runway heading up to 5,000. We're pitching for, well, we're rotating between 71 and 73. We're pitching up. Flaps come up at 85, clear of a 50-foot obstacle. Any abnormalities on the departure roll? Power to idle, vacate, braking as necessary, vacate if we're able to do so safely. On takeoff, we have any abnormalities, we'll land with the available runway in front of us. No runway available in front of us, so we'll land within 10 degrees of runway centerline. Really not many options up there. But once we do get to our caps altitude within that block, we'll pull caps immediately above that. We'll troubleshoot and make a return. Our caps altitude today, 1600 and 2800 MSL. Departure again is runway heading. No SID today. And they'll vector us to Vinco. And then Victor 107 will join that. And to Avenal, and then Schaefer picking up the Lynx 8 arrival into Van Nuys, where we'll probably shoot the ILS. But we are way ahead of ourselves there. Everything else is good. If you guys are ready, I'm ready.
0 Romeo Tango, monitor tower.
Monitor tower, 0 Romeo Tango. They're probably going to get us out before this aircraft here on final, so let's be ready to go.
Cirrus 810 Romeo Tango, San Jose Tower, yep.
We're up 810 Romeo Tango.
Cirrus 0 Romeo Tango, traffic 2.5 mile final, cross runway 30 left to Bravo, runway 30 right to Bravo, line up and wait.
Alright, cross 30 left at Bravo, 30 right at Bravo, line up and wait, 30 right, 810 Romeo Tango. Told you. Get all on, get all my lights on, make sure we're nice and visible as we cross these actives. Left is clear, that aircraft's on final, let's hustle, hustle, hustle. And we were given line up and wait, so we'll take the runway. Also another first.
00 Romeo Tango, caution wait turbulence, Boeing 737 departed the parallel, wind 150 at 8, runway 30 right of Bravo, clear for takeoff.
30 right of Bravo, clear for takeoff, 810 Romeo Tango. Alright, clear, lights, camera, action, fuel pump. Go to our timer, takeoff time is 10:34 a.m. Power is set, airspeed is alive, engine instruments are in the green, more than 2,600 RPMs, looking good. Alright, it's above 85, positive rate, above a 50-foot obstacle. Tap on the brakes, flaps coming up. Alright, we gotta keep her climbing here.
Southwest 1156, cross runway 30 right of Kilo, contact ground.
Cross 30 right of Kilo, contact ground, Southwest 1156.
Cirrus 0 Romeo Tango, contact north departure, good day.
Departure, we'll see 810 Romeo Tango.
600.
Caps available. Going into some clouds here, so pitot heat coming on.
West flight 5028, you can start the climb now. Climb maintain 15,000.
Up to 15,000, 5028.
And departure, Cirrus 810 Romeo Tango, good morning. Climbing 1.24, I'm sorry, 1,000 for 5,000, 306 on the heading.
310 Romeo Tango, NorCal departure radar contact, maintain 5,000.
Maintain 5,000, 810 Romeo Tango. Alright, we're within contact, we'll stop the clock and get rid of that. We're drifting.
0 Romeo Tango, turn left, heading 180.
Left 180, 810 Romeo Tango. Alright, we'll do the climb checklist here once we get stable.
0 Romeo Tango, that heading's going to take it just on the eastern edge of an area of moderate precipitation, currently off your 9 o'clock in 2 miles and extends about 3 miles to the west.
Roger, 810 Romeo Tango, we see it.
West flight 5028, turn right direct San Jose.
Turn right direct San Jose, Swift flight 5028.
Alright, checklist, climb power set, flaps are up, verified. Watch your head in there, Mike, 180.
0 Romeo Tango, turn left direct Avenal, climb maintain 9,000.
Left direct Avenal, 9,000, 810 Romeo Tango. So 9. Nice shortcut there.
West flight 5028, contact departure 135.1.
135.1, you have a good rest of your morning, Swift flight 5028.
Thank you.
looks good. Fuel pump is on for the climb. Alright, we're direct Avenal.
Number 0 Romeo Tango, additional area of moderate precipitation from your 11 o'clock to 12:30 in 10 miles and 10 miles in diameter moving eastbound. If you need a deviation around that, just advise.
Yeah, we'll take the deviation, A10 Romeo Tango.
0 Romeo Tango, roger. Fly heading 140. If you need further to the right, just advise.
140, A10 Romeo Tango, we'll come. I ain't messing with that, man. Alright, heading 140. What we need to do is get above these clouds. Still hand flying, huh? Good practice. There's that precip. I don't love it.
Number 0 Romeo Tango, turn right heading 160.
160, A10 Romeo Tango. That's a little better. It's way better, actually. Alright, 4.2. Just looking out there for any icing. We're at 2 on the outside air temperature. Just keep her climbing here. Eyes inside. Doing our scans. Ooh, there we go, breaking out a little bit. Alright guys, in the interest of saving some batteries here and not to bore you guys on the long 1 hour and change we still got left, we're going to cut the cameras here and then pick you guys back up for the arrival into Van Nuys. So stay tuned, we'll be right back.
heavy traffic now at your 2 to 3 o'clock, 1 mile, 1,200 indicated.
All right, welcome back.
Roger.
Been a cool flight so far. We are, I don't know, 20 minutes out from our destination. We should be getting a descent here soon into Van Nuys. I don't have the ATIS yet. We've got it on COM 2 active, monitoring, just, you know, so we can get it jotted down as soon as we pick it up. But based on what the ADS-B weather is showing, we're likely going to be given the ILS Zulu 16 right approach. We're direct Lake Hughes at this time, and then they'll likely just vector us for one of the initial approach fixes. So the ILS Zulu 16 right, done this many times now, right? So obviously charts up to date. We've got the frequencies all here. We've got 2755, we're monitoring the ATIS, 19.3 on the tower standby frequency. And then once we get closer, we'll put in the appropriate, we're probably going to get 2 more approach controllers before I can put in the final approach and standby there. So we've got 11.3 on the localizer identifier, 11.3, as you can see in both nav and 1 and 2. Final course is 164. We checked the course already. That looks good. But we'll just double check that one more time really quick. 164 is good. Switch this back to GPS and nav. So that's good. 1095 for our, I'm sorry, 164, so 3800. That's one we're going to intercept at Fury, 3800 there. And then 1095 is our decision altitude today. Airport elevation, obviously 802 with a touchdown elevation.
Here, Romeo Tango, contact LA Center 125.8. Have a good day.
25A, you as well, A10 Romeo Tango, same. Los Angeles Center, good afternoon. Cirrus 810 Romeo Tango, level 9000, direct Lake Hughes.
810 Romeo Tango, Los Angeles Center. Roger, clear direct links.
Clear direct links, 810 Romeo Tango. Nice shortcut there on the arrival. Activate that. Nav verified. We'll clean this up here as well. Expand that. Direct links. Alright, so back to the briefing. So 1095, we said that, touchdown is on elevation. We got our MSA of the Van Nuys, around the vicinity of the Van Nuys VOR. We know our safe altitudes, obviously. In the event we're going missed, it's climbed to 1.5 from the Van Nuys VOR, south of Van Nuys VOR, at or below 1750. Then it's a climbing left turn of 4600 outbound on the Van Nuys VOR on the radio of 152 to High Riv, which is 8.0 from Van Nuys. Then direct Santa Monica VOR and outbound Santa Monica VOR on a radio of 267. Inbound on the Ventura VOR, radio 087 to Ventura, and hold. Yeah, we don't ever generally get that, so I don't expect it, but it's briefed nonetheless. We'll probably just get vectors in the event we need to go miss.
EVA 005 LA.
To shoot the approach again. DME radar required. We got our altitude 6,000 at Umber, Jeanette 49. Flight Sylvan is set at Fury 38. 1095. With the local altimeter setting, we'll make sure we get that. Again, we're still waiting for the official ATIS to come up here, and then if we need to use the Burbank altimeter for whatever reason, our missed approach will be 1114.
EVA 005 LA.
RVR, we're good to go as it relates to our visibility. And based on the weather we got there, everything else looks good. So we're briefed. That's the chart, that's the flight plan. One more time, just verify. ILS Zulu 16 right, Umber at 6, Jeanette 49, Fury, etc., etc.
Number 810 Romeo Tango, contact SoCal approach 120.4.
20.4, we'll see you, 810 Romeo Tango.
See you.
Yeah. SoCal, good afternoon. Cirrus 810 Romeo Tango, level 9000, direct links.
Cirrus 810 Romeo Tango, so call approach for bank altimeter 29er89er. Can expect the ILS Zulu for 16 right.
2989er, we'll expect the ILS Zulu for 16 right, 810 Romeo Tango. Alright, as expected. And we're already starting to pick up some signals from the ILS here. There's the ATIS.
Altimeter 2988. Full run.
At a certain point, I'm just going to forget about writing it down and focus on the... It's going to get busy here in a moment. Alright, let's bring this power back.
SoCal approach, Saratoga 41, Fort Charlie at 5,000, heading 050, we got Victor.
Alright, next
Number
approach.
4174 Charlie, SoCal approach, over.
Oh, that's our final approach, so we'll put 19.3 in standby.
Cirrus Romeo Tango, fighting 130, join the localizer, descend and maintain the 5,000.
130, join the loc, down to 5,000, 810 Romeo Tango. Alright, it's 5,000, I see it, 130. Put the intercept, I see it. Let's bring the power back, Mike, bring the power back.
Cirrus 0 Romeo Tango, you're 4 miles from Umber, maintain 5,000 until established, cleared ILS Zulu 16 right.
Maintain 5 until established, we're clear the ILS Zulu 16 right approach, Cirrus 810 Romeo Tango. Alright, localizer is armed. And glide slope is armed. See the localizer swinging. I'm going to bring this back to 120.
360.
There's the loc.
0, Fort Charlie.
We're going to get down to our terminal speed, which is 120 in this aircraft. And again, the glide slope is armed. 5,000, we're established. We're going to bring this down to 38. Actually, I'm sorry, we'll stop at 49. And that's the next fix. 200 to go.
Take 74 Charlie, turn right heading 080.
Right turn 080, 74 Charlie.
And 121.7 for the ground standby and COM 2. Keep the speed up here, 120.
Hello, LA Challenger 2926 Echo. We're at a 9,500. Does any of you the Janny 5 except the main 8,000? We have Victor.
Challenger 2926 Echo, so Alert for bank altimeter 2989er. Expect to be ILS Zulu for 16 right.
All right, 38
Zulu 16 right. We
is
also
the
are
next
10 max speed.
restriction. Localizer is good. Glide slope is on. 49 for 38. After Jeanette, looking good. One dot. Let's go to our checklist. Shoulder harness, fuel pump, and mixture.
74 Charlie, 3 miles from
Flaps.
turn right heading
Below 150, 50.
5,000
Up and down.
Localizer. Cleared ILS Zulu 16
Autopilot's on for now.
Right to 1301, 5,000 till established, clear for your ILS Zulu 740.
And there's my glide slope. Bring the power back, bring the power back. About a 10-mile final. Alright, and just before we land, we'll do one last GUMPS checks, but the checklist for now is complete. Our localizer, the light slope, all looking good. Looking good.
Cirrus 0 Romeo Tango, contact Van Nuys Tower, 11 under plane 3.
19.3, we'll see you, 810 Romeo Tango. Van Nuys Tower, good afternoon. Cirrus 810 Romeo Tango, ILS Zulu 16 right.
Cirrus 810 Romeo Tango, Van Nuys Tower, runway 16 right, clear to land.
16 right, clear land, 810 Romeo Tango. All right, let's hand fly this. My controls. Should have had a tops and bases.
774 on Bravo, we'll hold short Delta.
Pitch at 774, Van Nuys Tower, roger, waiting release.
Altitude.
Let's bring this down to our final here. Off the localizer a bit, we're swinging, small corrections though. Watch the altitude. Don't chase, small corrections. Get the scan going. Always good to practice this in actual, in case you have an autopilot failure or you're flying something without an autopilot, you know what I mean? Keep the scans fresh. GUMPS check, gas undercarriage, make sure, switches, seatbelts. 1200 is what was reported, so we'll see. Small corrections.
Van Nuys Tower, Saratoga 4174 Charlie on the ILS Zulu. We'd like to make this missed approach if you can fit us in.
417 Charlie, Van Nuys, 4174 Charlie, Van Nuys Tower, continuing bound. Cirrus Cirrus 0 Lima Tango, last reported base for 2,200.
Roger, A10 Lima Tango. All corrections. And yep, those bases are at 2,200, A10 Lima Tango.
Thank you.
All right. We've got the runway.
Pitch at 774, Van Nuys Tower, at Delta, cross runway 16 left, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Cross 16 left Delta, 16 right, clear for takeoff, pitch at 774.
And exit at 774, next to land is a Cirrus on a 3-mile final indicating 100 knots.
And I'm going to continue to just follow the needles.
Global 180, Quebec Sierra, Van Nuys Tower, cross runway 16 left.
Doing about
short,
7
runway
knots
16
from the left.
Cross 16 left, ultra 16 right, 180, Quebec Sierra.
Tower Vista AM 352 on Bravo, Raw Pass, Delta behind the global.
Let's stand 352, Van Nuys Tower, rating release.
Giving it speed. Green. Looking good. And that jet just took off in front of us, so I'm gonna give it as much space as I can.
Flaps.
Flaps full. Flaps full. I'm not in an Airbus. Flaps 100. Looking good.
500.
All visual.
774, contact SoCal departure, good day.
All visual.
74.
So a little bit of left aileron, right rudder here. Wind is kicking.
Minimums.
And we're continuing.
You got that global sticking out here on 16 right, plane's landing.
He's fine, he's at the hold short bars.
Roger.
Number 180, Quebec Sierra, Romeo 16 right, line up and wait next to land Saratoga, 5-mile final.
180, Quebec Sierra, line up and wait, 16 right.
Easy does it.
Fire 3 Lima Tango, ready in sequence, 16 right.
For 53 Lima Tango, Van Nuys Tower, be about 4 to 5 minutes on your release. Thanks for your patience.
Roger.
0 Romeo Tango, turn right at Golf or Hotel, ground point 7.
Golf point 7, 810 Romeo Tango, thanks.
0 Quebec Sierra, Romeo 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 16 right, 180, Quebec Sierra.
4174.
All right, we're off. Checklist.
Cross 16 left, Delta, hold shot, 16 right.
Power, fuel pump, flaps, lights,
cross,
pitot heat.
16 left
Good.
at Delta, hold short, 16 right, 44 in tow.
Van Nuys ground, good afternoon, Cirrus 810 Romeo Tango. We are cleared 16 right for the prop park.
810 Tango, Van Nuys ground, taxi to the prop park via Alpha.
Prop park via Alpha, 810 Romeo Tango. Left is clear, right's clear. Look at that nice jet taking off. All right, that was cool. Definitely an eventful one. So gusty landing there with that crosswind. Some weather coming out of San Jose. This was an eventful flight, but we are here, down and safe.
And 0 Lima Tango, if you can, no delay passing taxiway Delta for traffic.
All right, no delay passing Delta, 810 Tango. Let's speed it up. All right, guys, we'll leave you here. Appreciate you tagging along for the ride. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, you guys keep the blue side up. We'll see ya.